Hi everyone, Bella Diamond here. I wanted to put together a little bit of a video for any of our dancers or instructors that might be suffering with back pain. Now, back pain is not nice. It can ruin your day. And what I've learned over the years is that you can have back pain, but it's not actually your back that's causing the pain. It can be somewhere else. Or that when you are suffering from back pain, the rest of your body sort of overcompensates for that back pain. And you end up with injuries in other places as well, because your body's overcompensating, which means that your muscles are going to be going into spasm. So it's not particularly nice, but the very best thing in the world that you can do is stretch, and stretch on a daily basis. Now, I've had back pain because the front side of my pelvis is tilted forwards. There's nothing wrong with my back, but it's put inflammation on the lower spine, which has caused horrendous pain. So I've been doing stretches every morning when I wake up, and you know what? Bloody works. And it's going to keep you dancing, it's going to keep you active, keep you supple, and it's going to really get those pain levels down as well. So please, if you are under physio, speak to your physio first if you've got a specific condition that you are worried about. The stretches that I'm going to give you are going to focus on the lower back, and then we're going to move out and away from them. We're going to focus more on the pelvis area and places which will take the brunt of that overcompensation for the lower back pain. So the best time for you to stretch, guys, first thing in the morning. The stretching is designed to relax the muscle and then allow you to have nice movement throughout the day and less pain. So we're going to start with your lower back, because that is what you're all telling me that is really, really hurting. So let's get right in there, and then we're going to move out through the piriformis muscles, through the pelvis, and go a little bit deep inside the lats as well. So you're going to be on your back, and you can just imagine you've just got out of bed. It's not pleasant. You've banged in some painkillers. You're walking like an 85-year-old. The last thing you want to be doing is contorting yourself into some strange ass positions. So get on your back. Now, the very best stretch for your lower back is going to be nice and flat, head and shoulders on the floor. Now, we're going to start with these stretches by holding them for 1 minute. And I want you to do this video with me, guys. So we're going to do it all together, me and you at home. You can watch this video as much as you like. Share it with your mates. I don't mind. Stretch number 1, let's cross those ankles. With your knees together, I just want you to hold on and pull the knees into your chest. Alexa, set timer, 1 minute.
Good afternoon, Donna. 1 minute, starting now.
I love her. Right, you're not going to feel a huge stretch, but you are very much stretching out the last few discs in the bottom of your spine. It's going to be doing you the world of good. And you're just going to breathe, okay? Oxygen feeds the muscles, so deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Now, if you're in pain, those deep breaths, what they're going to do is just calm you down a little bit as well, trust me. So we're going to nice and gently, and it's a consistent tug. If you are blessed with breast, which I'm not, you can spread your knees a little bit just to get them up as high as possible. I've never had that problem. The harder you pull, the deeper the stretch. Head and shoulders staying on the floor. And again, you're not going to feel a huge stretch, but you really are doing the world of good for that lower spine. Now, in a minute, the timer will ping. I have to set a timer, I don't know what I'm doing. So I normally do these in my pyjamas. So apologies to Denise, that's been waiting a few days for this video. Alexa, repeat timer. Are you going to uncross your feet? Open up the knees, and I want you to pull again. What we're trying to do is aiming to get those knees underneath your armpits. It will never work, but we're going to try. Now, what we're doing there is progressing the stretch right from the lower spine through into the pelvis. So you're opening up your pelvis as well as continuing with that lovely stretch right at the very bottom of the spine, which is just separating your discs. So if you have a bulging disc or a slipped disc or corrosion of the disc, I'm hitting your stretches first, okay? So this is going to target that pain right at the very source. As we go later through the video, we're going to be targeting, the overcompensation we discussed with the other parts of the body that are trying to take over and are possibly overloaded. So nice, consistent chug, keep that coming. The next stretch is my favourite. So holding it there. Very important that we're holding these ones for 1 minute for them to do their job, okay? Excellent. Alexa, repeat timer. You're going to turn those feet to the ceiling. Right, you can reach up for the toes. You can reach in between for the heels, which I prefer to do. Alexa, repeat timer.
Your 1 minute timer is starting now.
Okay, head and shoulders are going to stay on the floor, and you're going to literally pull those feet backwards, almost as if you're trying to get them to come towards your ears. Now, in this position, you are most likely to fart. It's okay, you're at home. We blame the dog. You're going to feel a lovely stretch going through your gluteus maximus, which is your ass, obviously, backs of your thighs, which is your hamstrings, as well as still targeting quite nicely that lower back. So these ones are the best in the world for lower back. So holding that there for us. So it's a 1 minute stretch for all of these ones. We're doing very well. Nice deep relaxing breaths all the way through. This is a fun position if the hubby walks in and finds you. Alexa, repeat timer. From there, we're going to go straight into your piriformis muscle, which is the muscles down the side, but this stretch also gets your lower back. So you're going to drop for me one leg down to the floor, tuck the opposite toes to the inside of that knee, out on the floor like Jesus on the cross, and it's opposite hand to knee, pulling it down and across your body. Now, if you're lucky, you'll feel a nice crack in your back. So excellent for the back, but also the piriformis muscle right here, coming down the side. Now try your best to keep your shoulders and your head on the floor, and the harder you push with that knee and that hand, the deeper the stretch. So again, these ones must be held for 1 minute each. And don't forget to breathe. So those piriformis muscles can be very, very stiff, all seized up, literally trying their hardest to carry your spine. So we have stability muscles and we have mobility muscles. And it's the stability muscles. Alexa, repeat timer.
Your 1 minute timer.
Exactly the same on the other side. Your stability muscles are the ones surrounding the joint, holding your body in place like scaffolding. So whenever you have a problem with your skeleton, what those muscles will do is try and overcompensate and hold you in place. Now what can then happen is that the mobility muscles get involved and they start to overload, and you just wind up a bit of a mess like me at Christmas. So stretching for 20 minutes a day, first thing in the morning, it is the way forward. Now I'm going to keep talking because I've been told I've got a really soothing voice. I don't know how true that is, but I also like to talk a lot, so there you go. Nice gentle push. Following from here, we're going to go deep into your glutes, which is your ass. Just start loosening off those ones as well. So we've probably only got a few more seconds to go. So keep pushing, holding it there. Alexa, repeat timer.
Your 1 minute timer. Restarting now.
Now onto your back, feet flat, shoulder width apart. We're going to take the outside of the ankle, you're going to pop it onto the opposite knee. Lifting up that leg, you're going to reach through with both hands and gently, gently pull that knee in towards your body. So again, that's stretching through the piriformis muscle. It's also stretching out your glutes, head and shoulders staying on the floor. The harder you pull, the deeper the stretch. But that pain you're feeling on the outside of your hip is the muscles relaxing, so keep on pulling. So remember, the muscles go into spasm, they contract, they need stretching. You can cure most things with a nice good stretch. So gently hold until it goes, and then we're going to switch that over and onto the other side instead. You can hear snoring, that's Moose. She's fast asleep underneath the chair. Lovely. So let's gently relax. Alexa, repeat timer. Alexa, repeat timer.
Your 1 minute timer. Restarting now.
Okay, so it's exactly the same on the other side. Remember, head and shoulders need to stay on the floor. And you should be feeling that stretch deep inside your hip. It's your piriformis muscle. So anybody with problems with your hips, this is an excellent stretch for you to be doing at home. Alison, talking to you. Ali has problems with her hips, so we're going to throw in quite a few moves for you. So we're holding it there nice and gently. Now the next stretch that we're going to go into is a new stretch, and you're going to flip over onto your tummies for me. It's that new that we don't have a name for it yet. And gently, gently hold, keep on tugging. So as soon as that timer goes off, we're going to flick over onto our tummies. We're going to go into your next set. Alexa, repeat timer.
Your 1 minute timer. Restarting now.
Okay, guys, on your tummies. Now, before you do this one, if this one does start to really cause you pain and you have a diagnosed condition, go very, very gently or stop and have a chat to your physio. You should be okay. I really like this one, I really do. It cracks my back out beautifully. So you're going to be in a position like this on the floor with your feet shoulder width apart. What I want you to do is take your right foot and drop it on top of behind the knee on the other leg. You're going to bend this leg up like so, and you're going to push it away from you, trying to keep, both arms on the floor. Now what you're going to feel is that nicely twists out and cracks your back. So on the back, this foot is just tapped down, touching the floor. So it really is stretching all the way nicely through the side of your body as well. And remember to breathe. So remember, ladies, if this is too painful, pull out. Alexa, repeat timer. So we're going to
1 minute timer. Restarting
curl
now.
out of that one, and we're going to try it again on the other side. So this time we're going to be taking the left toes against the inside look of the other knee, lifting it up and pushing and rolling over in the other direction. Now every time I do this, I get a lovely crack in my back. Keeping your elbows and forearms and your head down onto the mat, and you're just pushing that hip up and over. Nice deep relaxing breaths. Nearly there. Let's give that a few more seconds. Excellent. Alexa, repeat timer. Alexa, repeat timer.
Your 1 minute timer.
I
Restarting
find
now.
asking her nicely really helps. Right, we're going to form from this position, okay? What I want you to do is bring up your knee as high as you can, okay? Probably shuffle so it's on the mat and you're nice and comfortable. From there, you're going to push up your chest, as you can see from here. Now, I'm going to be going away from you. I'm going to take my left hand under and through and behind my other arm to pop this shoulder onto the floor, directly in the middle, dropping my head down in front of it. And you're going to feel a delicious stretch all the way through your latissimus dorsi and all the way down and through to your lower back. So it opens up your lat, absolutely lovely. Now remember your latissimus dorsi, that's what the bodybuilders like to call their wings. So we push through the opposite side to the knee that's coming up. Try and push both hips down into the ground and just relax as much as you can. Nice deep breaths. Okay, Alexa, repeat timer.
Your 1 minute timer. Restarting now.
Exactly the same on the other side. So you're going to bring up the back knee this time. Push up with both hands. And this time you're coming through to me, look, dropping the shoulder down on the floor. So your shoulder is right in line with the centre of your body. I like to say it's right in line with your minge, because then you know exactly what I mean. You're going to gently drop the head. So you're pulling through with the arm, keeping your shoulders down on the ground. You are lovely, stretching out the latissimus dorsi and holding it there. Now again, I'm holding all these stretches for 1 minute because they're designed as medicinal stretches. So the longer you hold it, the better the job we're going to get done. Now from here, we're going to go into some more lower back stretches. We're going to do our pussycats. So as soon as the timer goes off, I'd like you to come up into a doggy style position. Alexa, repeat timer.
Your 1 minute timer. Restarting now.
I will demonstrate doggy, but I don't think I need to. We're going to go into a happy cat. So happy cats arch their backs downwards to the floor. Imagine I've tied a bit of string to your belly button and I'm pulling those hips in. Keeping your head up and in line, just push that bum back. Imagine Tom Hardy has just walked into the room and you're like, oh, wow. Hello, Tom, good morning. Nothing like a bit of morning glory from Tom Hardy. I'm sorry, I'm terrible when I'm doing these videos because I just talk utter nonsense to myself. Right, we are going to go into an angry cat. So arching that back to the ceiling, chin to chest. So with these ones, I like to count it out. 10 seconds up, 10 seconds down. Now you should be arched that high. You can feel the stretch through and under your armpits. Now we are going to happy cat. So it's every 10 to 20 seconds that you are changing this position. Back into Alexa, repeat timer. Alexa, repeat timer.
Your 1 minute timer. Restarting now.
You can keep these ones going for 2 minutes or as long as it takes, but they really do help you to get some movement back. I like to do 2 or 3 of each. So let's go one more angry cat. And now we are going to horny cat. So when doing your horny cat, you are a happy cat, rotating those hips, just trying to get in as much movement as physically possible. We're going to end that with a saucer of milk. So knees apart, push the bum back down on top, spread those arms right out as forward as you can, dropping your chin down onto the floor. And then we're going to hold that angry cat until the timer goes. Really push those bums backwards. The more blessed with breast you are, the wider your knees need to come apart. Alexa, repeat timer.
Your 1 minute timer.
Now we're just going to keep in this position and move your hands towards me off the mat. So one of the key muscles that will overcompensate for your lower back pain, guys, is going to be your lats. So this one here, what we're doing is we're focusing on this side, twisting over and just giving yourself a really intensive stretch through the latimus dorsi, under your armpit, through your shoulder. Knots can develop under your shoulder blade when you haven't got the correct posture, and it's not nice. And it happens to people that work in offices, lots of hairdressers, but particularly, dancers like me and you, or anybody with lower back pain. So these ones are really, really good to do. It's just basically looking after the posture, giving you your upper body movement as well. So we're going to go 1 more minute on the other side as soon as the timer goes. Okay, we are nearly there, holding it. Alexa, repeat timer.
Your 1 minute timer.
We're going to take that over to the other side of the mat. So very important that your hands are both coming off the mat and you're getting as full a twist over to the side as physically possible. And just gently, gently holding it there. We are very, very nearly done. And then we'll have one more stretch left to finish. Alexa, stop timer. Right, our last stretch is going to be for, in particular, Ali, bad hips. And what we're going to do is sit up nice and tall, bringing those feet together nice and flat and reaching through and holding onto your toes. Now at the minute there's probably about 3 fists between your minge and your heels. That's okay. Sit up tall. What I want you to do is just pretend you are a beautiful butterfly and flap your wings. This is loosening up the joints and the ligaments inside your hips and your pelvis, which is really going to help give you some movement and reduce the pain. So what you will notice when you have lower back pain or hip pain is that it restricts your movement. And it's that restricted movement that feels as if it's causing you the pain. So the stretching loosens up everything, gives you back your movement and alleviates a lot of the pain. So you can do this as much as you want until you feel ready. Then what I like to do is just tuck the feet in and use the power of my mind to spread my knees down to the floor. Now, if you struggle, you're actually going to push, but just be mindful, you need to lock the arm and you need to move away in the opposite direction to push that knee gently down to the floor. Now, I would advise holding that for a good 30 seconds or as long as you find it helps you. Oh, moose, little snowy baby. And then we're going to very gently relax and let go. Can you all hear the snoring on the video? We'll do exactly the same on the other side. And it's that push is that you are demanding that muscle stretches. You mean business. So another approximately 30 seconds again and relax. Let's flap those wings. So I would do that possibly about 3 times or as many times you feel that you need to. But every time you do, stop, try and move those feet in even closer to develop that stretch. So push again, use the power of your mind, whatever it takes. Hold it for as long as you think you'd like to. Relax, swap over and go for the other side. So this video has lasted 27 minutes in total. So you might want to set your alarm a little bit early to get up, but the benefits that you're going to get from it are just going to be totally worth getting up that little bit earlier. And what you'll find is as soon as you have stretched, you're going to be straight up and at 'em. So let's come onto our knees. I want you to come up for me nice and slowly, and the last thing that's going to come up is your head. So just remember, you've been sat on the floor, you've been in pain, you may have taken some painkillers. Don't jump up too quickly, okay? Trust me. Flat hands, tuck the toes. Very gently roll yourself back up to standing. Shake out those legs, and you should, fingers crossed, and let me know, be feeling an awful lot better. Should just get your body moving much quicker, and it should make those pain levels come down as well. So I hope the video has helped, guys. If you've got any other areas that you need help with, let me know. And like I said, watch the video, do it with me as many times as you like, and I've got no problems with you sharing it with your friends, with your family, with anyone that you think might help. But please do remember, if you have a diagnosed health condition, you are best off having a quick chat with your physio, just to make sure that I'm not going to derail any of what they're trying to do with you, okay? But most of those stretches should be absolutely okay for all conditions. Good luck, guys.